Hello everyone, we are going to discuss about spermatogenesis and oogenesis. We will also discuss previous year's Neet questions based on these two topics. First of all, I am taking spermatogenesis. Okay, this spermatogenesis is having two stages. The first one is formation of spermatid, and second one spermiogenesis. Formation of spermatid is having three phases, substages. The first one is multiplication phase, next growth phase, and third one maturation phase. Next I am taking this spermiogenesis. What do you mean by spermiogenesis? Spermiogenesis means the conversion of spermatid into sperm or spermatozoa. I'm taking another term, that is spermiation. What is spermiation? Release of mature sperm or spermatozoa from Sertoli cells is called spermiation. Then what is the function of Sertoli cells? Sertoli cells will give nourishment to the mature sperm. Next, I am taking the three stages in spermatogenesis. Here there will be multiplication phase, growth phase, and maturation phase. First of all, I am taking the germinal epithelium. The germinal epithelium will be diploid or twin condition, and this will undergo mitotic division, and it will form different cells. And these cells are called spermatogonia, and they will be in diploid condition or twin condition. Okay, and this phase is called the multiplication phase. So in multiplication phase we can see mitotic division or mitosis, and which will form diploid spermatogonia. This spermatogonia can be divided into two types. That is, the half will be type A spermatogonia and the remaining half will be type B. What is the difference? Type A spermatogonia will act as stem cells and which will help to produce more number of spermatogonia. But the type B spermatogonia will undergo growth phase and maturation phase. I'm taking one of the cells from type B spermatogonia. I'm taking this one. Okay. This spermatogonia will undergo growth phase and which will increase in size. The size of this spermatogonia will increase and it will form primary spermatocyte, diploid primary spermatocyte. Okay, and this diploid primary spermatocyte after that will undergo meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. After undergoing meiosis 1, it will form secondary spermatocyte, haploid secondary spermatocyte, and then after undergoing meiosis 2, then it will form haploid spermatids. Okay, and this phase is called maturation phase. Then I'm mentioning the most important points, that is germinal epithelium is diploid, then diploid spermatogonia is again diploid, primary spermatocyte again diploid, but secondary spermatocyte and spermatids are haploid. And you also need to remember this sequence: germinal epithelium, then spermatogonia, then primary spermatocyte, secondary spermatocyte, and spermatid. Okay, and after that this spermatids will undergo spermiogenesis and it will form sperms. Next, I'm taking oogenesis. Oogenesis is present in females, spermatogenesis present in males. Okay, this oogenesis is a discontinuous process, very important. Okay, next I'm taking number of primary follicles present in different stage of pregnancy or gestation. Okay, during the first month of gestation, the female fetus will have 1700 primary follicles, but during second month of embryonic life it will increase into 6 lakhs. But at the fifth month of embryonic life it will again rise into 7 million. But at the birth time, this her ovaries or the fetus ovaries will have 2 million primary follicles. And when the fetus or when the baby reaching puberty, in that time they will have 60,000 to 80,000 primary follicles. Here the most important point is that no more follicles added after birth. No more follicles added after birth. Based on this you can see many questions. Okay, I'm giving one more extra point, that is, out of every 500 primary follicles, only one will develop into egg or ovum. Okay. Next, I'm taking the different stages in oogenesis. Oogenesis will have three phases, exactly like spermatogenesis. That is first phase, multiplication phase, then growth phase, and third one is maturation phase. In multiplication phase, we can see mitotic division. In maturation phase, we can see meiotic division or meiosis. Okay. Next, I'm taking the primary follicles. These primary follicles will undergo mitotic division during multiplication phase, and it will form a diploid oogonia. And this diploid oogonia will undergo growth phase, and it will form primary oocyte, and the primary oocyte will be diploid. You can see what is the difference between this oogonia and primary oocyte. What is the difference? The size is increased, right? And the size is increased due to a process called vitellogenesis. What is vitellogenesis? Yolk formation. The formation of yolk is called vitellogenesis. To the production of yolk, the size of oogonia is increased and converted into diploid primary oocyte during which phase? Growth phase. Okay. Then after that, the diploid primary oocyte will convert into haploid secondary oocyte and first polar body at, by undergoing meiosis 1. Okay. And after that, secondary oocyte will undergo meiosis 2. But the meiosis 2 will after only by the embryo, only after the embryosperm. Or we can say that meiosis 2 triggers by embryosperm. It is very, very important. Okay. So meiosis 2 is started only after the embryosperm. After the embryosperm, meiosis 2 will start, then the secondary oocyte will convert into haploid ovum and second polar body. I'm taking the sequence. First, primary follicles, next oogonia, then primary oocyte, then secondary oocyte, then ovum, right? And the primary follicles will be diploid, oogonia will be diploid, primary oocyte also diploid, but the secondary oocyte and ovum will be haploid. And also remember, the first polar body is formed after meiosis 1 and second polar body is formed after meiosis 2, and all these events happening during maturation phase. Next, I'm taking the previous year's MCQs based on these two topics. Okay. First of all, I'm taking the question from Neet 2019. Also, it asked in 1993. Okay. So some questions are repeating. Remember that. The question is extrusion of second polar body from egg occurs. Four options are given. I will read the option. Option A, simultaneously with first cleavage. We know that is incorrect. Second option, after embryosperm but before fertilization. That is correct. I will explain. We already explained that second polar body is formed after meiosis 2, right? That means after the embryosperm, meiosis 2 gets started, then secondary oocyte will form second polar body and ovum. Okay. And also we know that fertilization means combination of ovum with the sperm. That is called a fertilization. But this second polar body is formed along with the ovum. Then only the ovum is going to combine with the sperm. To by We can say that process as fertilization. So second polar body is formed before fertilization, but after the embryosperm, right? So the correct answer will be option B. Next, I'm taking the difference between spermiogenesis and spermiation is. This question is asked in Neet 2018. Okay, I'm taking the first statement. Let's see. In spermiogenesis, spermatids are formed. That statement is incorrect, right? During spermiogenesis, sperms or spermatozoa will form. So I'm leaving that statement option. Next, I'm taking option B. In spermiogenesis, spermatozoa are formed. That is correct. Okay, but we need to check second statement also. While in spermiation, spermatozoa are formed. Okay, so in spermiogenesis spermatozoa are formed, that is correct. Then while in spermiation spermatids are formed, that is incorrect. So we can check the third statement. In spermiogenesis spermatozoa are formed, that is correct. No. In spermiogenesis spermatozoa from Sertoli cells are released into cavity of seminiferous tubules, that is incorrect, right? Next, I am taking the option D. In spermiogenesis, spermatozoa are formed. That is correct. While in spermiation, spermatozoa are released from Sertoli cells into the cavity of seminiferous tubules. That is also correct. We know spermiogenesis means formation of spermatozoa or sperm, right? Spermiation means spermatozoa are released from Sertoli cells for the nutrition, right? So option D will be the answer. Next one, the third question. In human females, meiosis 2 is not completed until. I'm taking the first option, uterine implantation. That is incorrect, right? Incorrect. Birth, that is also incorrect. Puberty, incorrect. Then fertilization. That is correct related to other options. Actually, the meiosis 2 is completed just before fertilization, right? But the fertilization is relatively good compared to other options. So option D is the answer. Next, I am taking, which of the following cells during gametogenesis is normally diploid? Very simple question. We know spermatogonia is diploid, so it will be the answer. What will be the condition of spermatid? Spermatid will be haploid condition. Okay, so correct answer is spermatogonia. Very simple. Next, I am taking another question. This is asked in Neet 2013. What is the question? What is the correct sequence of sperm formation? Very important. Okay, I'm taking the first statement. Let's see whether it is correct or not. First spermatogonia, then spermatozoa. That is incorrect, right? Spermatogonia will convert into spermatocyte, not spermatozoa. So this option is incorrect. Next, I'm taking option B. Spermatogonia, then spermatocyte, then spermatid, then spermatozoa. That is correct answer. We know spermatogonia will convert into spermatocyte. It can be primary spermatocyte and secondary spermatocyte. Then it will form spermatid and finally spermatozoa or sperm. Right. So correct answer will be option B. So we discussed about spermatogenesis and oogenesis and also related need previous year's questions. Okay. If you like this video, please subscribe and share to your friends also. And also if you are having any doubts or suggestion, please comment in comment section. Thank you.